me, this is the most entertaining thing in the world. When really stupid people find out about me and interact with me or interact about me in any way, I love it. Now, you can call me an attention whore. You can call me a clout chaser if you want. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't actually chase clout, right? But if you don't know me, I can see whatever, right? But over the last couple days, I've been kind of going in a lot of Twitter spaces. A lot of people have been talking about me. And there are two people in particular that had a very interesting interaction that I think is just, I think it's great. I think, like, I see this shit. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I saw this last night, and I was laughing so hard, right, that, like, people were waking up around me, right? Like Max was like, what the fuck are you doing, right? Like, why are you making so much noise? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't help myself. What am I going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about Destiny and Shoe on Head. So I made this tweet about Anna Kasparian. And Destiny says, proving everything Anna says, right, in a single tweet. Now, for context, Destiny invited me on his show. I bodied that dumb motherfucker. He got owned so hard that he quit the stream and didn't invite me back on. He said he would invite me back on. I said, sure, whatever. Right? I was owning him. He mysteriously had his power go out, and then he didn't invite me back on. So the guy's a total pussy. He's a beta male. But then we have Shoe on Head. Now, Shoe on Head says something like, I'm not going to lie to y'all, okay? I'm loving this shit, okay? This is great. This is like, I'm trying to, like, come up with some sort of analogy to tell you how much I love this shit. But this is like heroin to me, right? Like, when I see this shit, now, you've already read it, right? So, Shoe on Head. Now, by the way, real quick, Shoe on Head blocked me years ago because I told her that vegetables are healthy. She was doing this whole, like, meat is healthy for you thing, and I said so are vegetables, and she blocked me, right? So factor that in. But Shoe on Head said, I miss like 60 years ago when these types of people were just serial killers instead of doing whatever this is every single day. Now, okay, so first of all, every single day, like, anyone who knows me knows that I have not really used Twitter, like, at all this whole year. I'm not a fan of Twitter, right? I don't like Twitter. If you follow me, you know I don't like social media. I don't go on social media. But every once in a while I do, when I have a purpose. When I have a reason to use social media, I'll use social media. But I don't use Twitter every single day. Like, this is like the first couple days of the whole year I've actually used Twitter extensively. Now, that's the first point, okay? The second point is, this bitch, this dumbass bitch, called me a serial killer because I said a naughty word. Like, whatever happened to free speech, man? Like, whatever happened to, like, the trigger the libs mentality that these motherfuckers, that Destiny and Shoe on Head made their careers on? We're gonna trigger the libs. We're gonna trigger the libs. We're gonna trigger the libs. Now, when I call someone a stupid bitch or a fuckhead, this moron is calling me a serial killer. I mean, and again, I love hyperbole, don't get me wrong. I love hyperbole. But, like, wow, man, I was fucking laughing my ass off. And then it's also, like, Shoe on Head, who, by the way, is not 60 plus years old. So she misses 60 years ago? What? And again, I just, like, these types of people, what does that mean? Me. Like, what type of person am I? Someone that uses bad words? That's what type of person I am? Someone that uses bad words. So, someone that uses bad words 60 years ago would be a serial killer? Now, I don't say this lightly, but
only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ. I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, but those with the lowest IQ, but those with the lowest IQ, but those with the lowest IQ.
Now, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. Again, I love hyperbole. Don't get me wrong. I love bad words. I love hyperbole. Right? But, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? And the reason why I'm not laughing here is because I was laughing for, like, an hour straight last night. I got it out of my system. But it's like, this bitch, I mean, I'm telling you, this bitch called me a serial killer because I called someone a fuckhead. Step 1, you're a fuckhead. Step 2, 60 years ago, you would have been a serial killer. I mean, this is what, like, again, every year or so, every once in a while, I like to just jump into this, like, mainstream internet fucking stupid, like, F-tier, like F-list celebrity internet, like, cringe lord poster, like, section of the internet. Every once in a while, I like to step in it. It's like I go to the zoo. Like, this is for me as I go to the zoo, the petting zoo, and I just kind of, like, you know, I'll pet the goats. I'll feed, you know, some of the animals some peanuts, whatever. And then I go back to doing what I'm doing. But, like, man, oh man, like, again, every time I interact with these people, like, Shuan had blocked me years ago, but, like, Blair White also, by the way, the chat's talking about Blair White, she blocked me years ago. Whenever I talk about or to these people, like, and it's every once in a while, they just get dumber and dumber, man. Like, saying bad words is equivalent to being a serial killer? Okay. Alright. Okay, I mean, you're totally not triggered. You're totally not a tone cop. You're totally not a little baby. Like, when the fuck did right-wingers, by the way, get so afraid of bad words? Like, because I feel like this is, like, we're reverting back. Like, we're talking about, like, Shuan Ed's talking about 60 years ago. Right? She's talking about 60 years ago. What was going on 60 years ago? Right? Like, 60 years ago, you know, we have motherfuckers like George Carlin going out there saying bad words and getting Supreme Court cases about him censoring words, right? Right-wingers hated bad words 60 years ago. But then in the middle, right, then the internet comes out and right-wingers are like, N-word, 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 N-word. Are you triggered yet? Are you triggered yet? N-word, N-word, N-word. They're just spamming slurs, spamming bad words. Look at these guys. And then they're like, whenever you criticize them, my free speech, my free speech, my free speech, my free speech. And now these same motherfuckers have reverted. They've returned to monk. And now they hate bad words again. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm just like, I'm trying to, like, when did bad words start hurting these people, these grown adults? When did grown adults get so triggered by bad fucking words? I'm just trying to, I'm curious. Like, and this is to all the right-wingers that are currently watching, because I know there's a couple. When did you become such fucking thin-skinned pussies, man? Like, 10 years ago, or I think, you know that, like, meme with the fucking, like, little dog and then the big, like, muscular dog? Like, 10 years ago, right-wingers were like the big, muscular Chad dog saying, like, yeah, I just said the N-word, what are you gonna do about it? Nowadays, right-wingers are like, oh my god, he called me a fuckhead! Like, what happened to you people? This is sad. And I feel bad for you motherfuckers, man. Holy shitballs.